The New England Patriots just made a curious move. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. This is Sports Talk Patriots on the daily, pushing out that content to people just like you who can't get enough Patriots football. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment below. Trying something new today with the lighting. I do have a green screen coming in. I'm trying to figure that out and fix it all up to make it look nice. Comment below if you'd rather have it like this or as you can see with the light in the background in other videos. I don't know. Trying something new. It is what it is. Anyways, today what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about a interesting move the Patriots have made, as well what that means for other players down the road. As well, we talk about, you're going to laugh at this, but you're going to want to see it. Playoffs? We're going to talk playoffs? We're talking about the playoffs? All right, so we're going to be talking about, I know that was rough. We're going to be talking about the playoffs as well in this episode. And don't forget, tomorrow is our preview prediction for the LA Rams game. So let's jump right into it. Taquon Thornton was waived. The speedy wide receiver was waived by the New England Patriots. This is a huge move. Again, the reason I say this is huge is not because I thought that Taquon Thornton was going to be a massive breakout player. If you have watched this channel, yes, at one point I did. I thought there was a potential. There was rumors that he was going to be taking reps at that wide receiver 1 spot. And earlier on the season, he did get some reps at that spot. So when it comes down to it, I mean, has he played much? No. Has he seen many targets? No. And it's just a bummer because he's someone who did have a lot of potential coming out of Baylor, but just never really took that next step. You can't blame the quarterback. You got Drake May now. You can't blame anything else. It was, 3 seasons in a row that he was on the he wasn't even on the active roster because he was hurt. And so it was up and down. I'm sure someone will pick him up on a practice squad and give him a chance, give him an opportunity, probably the Raiders, because we all know the Raiders love getting speedy wide receivers. So we'll see what happens. But the reason this is a very interesting move is because I think the Patriots organization, Elliott Wolf, Gerard Mayo, the whole bunch is showing everyone, listen, we're not going to sit and wait on you. You got potential, sure, but you're not showing it. See ya. And I think down the road for this New England Patriots organization, that's what we're pushing, is there's a new regime in town. Yes, sure, Bill Belichick was probably just as intense, but hey, we're not all rainbows and butterflies. We are trying to rebuild this program. We're trying to rebuild this franchise. And if you're not going to help us and you're not getting any better, see you later. And this is also wild just because you look at this wide receiver core, and at this point it's pretty thin. You know, you look at this thinking Thornton would potentially be a breakout. Juju Smith-Schuster didn't even make the team. Now he's playing. He's getting pretty important reps with the Kansas City Chiefs, who are undefeated. And I wouldn't say they're the best NFL team, but I mean when you have Patrick Mahomes and all these other guys, sure, whatever you want to say, but. That being said, the Patriots are showing they mean business. If you're not going to come perform, you're gone. And I think that's a good move by the organization, showing, hey, come to play. And I think this looks good for players like KJ Osborne. Hey, I honestly thought at one point that KJ Osborne was going to be gone after his comments, after his attitudes. And I think he's probably looking around like eyes wide open like, I better change my tune. And again, last game, he got like 40-some%. He was in for 40-some% of offensive snaps. Come on, man. Come on. Go play. Go play football. So that being said, they're going to be very thin at wide receiver. Now they have Douglas. They have Booty. They have Polk. They have Bourne, which we're going to talk about as well in a minute. Golly, I know I'm forgetting someone. Osborne. Gosh, there has to be. I know I'm forgetting someone, and I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fart right now. But anyways, that being said, they're doing what they need to do. But I think moving on this season, yes, they might be thin. They have a couple wide receivers on the practice squad. One that is incredibly athletic from West Florida. Again, he's probably really young, raw talent. But I think when it comes down to it, people like Kendrick Bourne, who he is actually going to be playing against the Rams tomorrow. So I think it's going to be interesting to see, hey, show us what you got. If not, you're going to hit the bench again. So again, this mentality of, what do you got for us? Are you going to perform? If not, you're gone. So Kendrick Bourne, I think he is on the hot seat right now. Am I saying he's going to be cut? No, I'm not saying that. But again, this just shows that in the offseason, the wide receiver position needs to be talked about and needs to be addressed, just like the offensive line. Again, I would say the offensive line right now is the highest priority, then wide receivers, edge rushers probably in there as well. I think those are probably the three biggest things that we really need to be discussing in the offseason. Again, they spent so much time going after Brandon Ayuk. They talked about Calvin Ridley, all these different things, and they got nothing for it. Jalen Polk, I still have hope for. Javon Baker, I still have hope for. Again, they are young guys. Hopefully they can mesh with Drake May. I really love, if you've watched this channel, you know I love Pop Douglas. He is probably my favorite player on this team. Love him. Speedy. Hit him on those mesh routes. Hit him on those crossing routes. Hit him on a slant. Hit him on a comeback route. Hit him on a screen. Whatever. He can make plays. Continue, and they've done this better as Jacoby has kind of faded and then Drake May has stepped back in. They have got the ball in Pop Douglas's hands much, much more. But what this team needs is someone like, and notice Kayshon Boutte got, I believe it was 97% of the offensive snaps last game he was in for. So AVP, Gerard Mayo, this team is seeing something in him, and I think we've seen it too, that he can play ball. As long as he's not gambling and trying to do a Shohei Ohtani stuff, we're going to be fine. Allegedly. He was never convicted. It was his translator. Anyways, that's beside the point. But that being said, meaning business, what do you guys think about the move with Taquon Thornton? You're probably going to say, hey, we saw it coming. Sure. What do you think about Kendrick Bourne? And then moving on into the offseason, what would you like to see the New England Patriots do at wide receiver? I want to hear from you. As well, even crazier news, Christian Barmore is on the active roster now. He has been brought back, and it is likely that he will see some snaps come tomorrow against the Los Angeles Rams. Now, he's probably going to be used sparingly. They're probably not going to throw him in and give him his typical workload. But again, you'll see him in there for, I would say, a play or two or whatnot during some series, just to get him those practice reps back in. Not practice reps, but get him those reps back in. Hey, get back into the rhythm of the NFL, live football, especially being out for a long time. So it's awesome to see that he has recovered that quickly. And I'm hoping to see I'm not saying he's going to go out there and have even get a sack or shoot, even a tackle, but getting him out there, getting him that time in the game, and hopefully he'll be back to himself. Give him a handful of games or towards probably more the end of the season. But awesome to see him back. Now you're going to laugh at me. You guys are all going to laugh at me. I just want to talk about playoffs just for a quick second. Just for a quick second. Am I saying we're going to make the playoffs? No. And again, if you've watched this channel, you know I don't think we're making the playoffs. I do think the New England Patriots are most likely going to have a top 5 pick. But listen, we're going to flirt with it for a minute, okay? You're a single guy. You walk into the bar and you see someone up at a nice lady up at the bar. You're going to go flirt for a minute. Do you have a chance? Probably not. But, Lloyd Christmas, you're telling me there's a chance. Come on now. So that being said, what they need to happen this week, Falcons need to beat the Broncos. The Broncos right now are 1 game back from the last wild card spot, so they would need them to lose. They would also need the Bengals to lose. The Bengals, again, they need to decide what team they are. They're not a bad team, but they need to play ball. Again, the Chargers surprising me this season. Earlier in the season, I would say probably this summer when I was making videos, I would have put the Chargers as possibly going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. Jim Harbaugh has really turned that team around, especially in the division that they are. They are not doing bad. But anyways, we need them to beat the Bengals as well. The Colts, need to come out and beat the horrid New York Jets, because the Jets suck. And so hopefully that will happen. Again, going up to the Falcons-Broncos. Fun fact, Kirk Cousins played for the rival high school that was in our conference when I was in high school when I played football. So fun fact, I know you don't care. I'm just telling you. But that being said, I think that the Falcons have a good chance to beat the Broncos just because I think the Falcons do have a lot of talent on that team. The Broncos, Bo Nix is okay. He's doing all right. But besides that, I think they've kind of overperformed. That defense, they have a solid defense. I'll give them that. Again, the Bengals, a team that I feel like they should be doing better than they're doing. But again, the Chargers, they're doing much better than I think a lot of people anticipated. And then the Colts, I don't even know. Joe Flacco's playing football again. Good for him. And the Jets, it warms my heart to see Aaron Rodgers just playing so poorly. But anyways, here are the rankings. You're like, Aaron, listen, we're 12th right now in the AFC. Yes, that's true. But again, you look at this right now going on. You have the Broncos at 5-5, Colts at 4-6. You know, you win a couple games, you surprise some people, and you never know. And then if you look at the stretch of games, I'm going to just throw this up real quick. If you look at the stretch of games real quick, you have the Rams. They could win that game. Miami hasn't been doing anything. Could win that game. Honestly, should have won the first game against Miami, and it's kind of frustrating that we didn't. Again, if Drake May would have been in, I think our record would be much different. Am I saying we'd have a winning record? No, but I think we would have won at least one more game, if not two. I don't think that's too much to say. Next, you look at the Colts. That's a winnable game. The Cardinals, I think, are playing better than as well expected. But again, I think that's a winnable game. But then it gets into a gauntlet against the Bills, the Chargers, the Bills. So that would be really tough. But again, you just never listen. It's the NFL. You never know. Again, they're probably going to be a top 5 pick. But listen. I'm going to flirt with the idea. I'm going to flirt with it. And laugh at me all you want, comment all you want, dog on me all you want. I really do not care. But that being said, I just thought it was funny. So comment below. Tell me what you guys think, whether it comes to Thornton, Bourne, Barmore, this whole playoff scenario, all this fun stuff. And again, I know you're probably going to be like, this is ridiculous. Ha, 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 ha. Comment below. Tell me what you guys think. If you're new to the channel, on your way out, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You guys rock. We'll talk later. Peace.